Welcome to this channel. Today, I like to share with you on Zen. Since so many people like to talk about Zen, like to study about Zen, like to read about Zen, like to practice Zazen. So today we want to look into it closely so we know what exactly it is, this Zen stuff. Now, as in the previous video, I modeled this world into the intelligent world and the natural world in order for us to be able to understand what is going on. Today, I would like to add another element, which is the Zen world, into the model. So this way, you'll be able to know exactly what's going on. Now, intelligent world, you can analogy as one-dimensional world, like a line, one-dimensional. Natural world is like two-dimensional world, like a plane. The Zen world, it is a three-dimensional world. Okay, it consists of the plane and it consists of the line, the entire three-dimensional. Okay, this is very important because we cannot know what is happening in the three-dimensional world if we keeping thinking in terms of based in terms of one-dimensional world. Not to mention, usually we don't know about the natural world, which is the two-dimensional world. That's why most people today who talk about Qigong, internal art, all this sort of stuff, is trapped in the one-dimensional world and create their philosophy, belief, thinking, understanding, opinion, and it end up that if you want to use that to talk about Zen or this natural world, it doesn't work. Okay? So a line cannot replace a plane. A plane cannot replace a three-dimensional world. Okay? That is the bottom line. It is not about thinking. It's not about philosophy. It is a world which is completely different when you pass from the intelligent world to the natural world and to the Zen world. And in order to be able to do this, that is practice. It's not thinking. Okay? If we stay over here and keeping thinking, reading books, we end up get into fantasy. Say if you are in the intelligent world, you keeping talking about this chi power, mind power, where you never get into this natural world, it's hopeless. One can talk for entire life or until billions of years, but one still don't know this because one have never get to the natural world or the analogy, the two-dimensional plane, not to mention to get to the Zen world, which is the three-dimensional plane. So over here, in the intelligent world, what dominant there is thinking. You think, I think, oh, how I can argue with you on thinking and so forth, so forth. Over in the natural world, you use thinking, but it is awareness-based. You're aware. Okay? That is how the base is. When you get to the Zen world, there is the no mind. No mind. Okay? It's beyond this thing. So there is the reality. So in order to be liberations, one needs to enter into the Zen world. or else it is hopeless. You can read all the scripture, all the writing of the gurus or the grandmaster. You're stuck here. Okay? So, in the intelligent world, it is thinking, is philosophy, is I like it or I don't like it, blah, blah, blah. You get into here, you have to face the natural resonance. Can you handle it? Can you enter into the state? There's where you need to practice and you know the proper way and you get into samadhi, stillness, okay? And stillness is still not the Zen world. One need to get into like from the plane, 2-dimensional to the 3rd dimension, and right away you get into the no mind state. And over here, guess what? You see everything is impermanent. Everything is just phenomenon, on and off. Even like here, this Hendrik, this is just a phenomenon. It lasts maybe 70 years, 65 years, 85 years. And this mind talking here is also a phenomenon. It is impermanent. So when one get into here, one achieve enlightenment, right away they know all of this is impermanent. Thus, they can go from the natural world to intelligent world, back and forth, all around, but they do not need to get attached to it. So it's like the 3-dimensional. You can get into a line or a plane. You don't have to attach to it. But the guy who have a line in the 1-dimensional, is always stuck in the 1-dimensional world. The plane guy is stuck in the plane 2-dimensional world and have no idea of what happened in the 3-dimensional world. Okay? For example, here when people talk about detach of this, detach of that. So how to detach? If you want to use your mind to detach something, you are here or you are here. Over here, everything is impermanent. As soon as you know grasp, you detach by natural. Detach is natural. Okay? You don't do anything, you just let it come, let it go. That is vibrations. So here, you have life and death, okay? You try to make it and all kinds of stuff, try to hold on to one's body and so forth, and then we die. Over here, the vibration is meaning that I know this is just a phenomenon. I'm not going to attach to it. But it is not what we think. I just share with you what's going on. So there are different dimensions here. Okay? So that's why if you're reading book, unless you have the taste of enlightenment, one will not know how is this Zen world. And even if one have already entered into the Zen world, it is not the end of it. One still attached here. By what? By habits. By the habits. So once get enlightenment, get into Zen world, know that everything is impermanent, they still need to get rid of their habit of grabbing stuff. So that's where the cultivation is come. That is where the Zen, the start of the beginning of the Zen cultivations. Unless one be able to enter this Zen world or have a glimpse of it, one have no idea what is going on. I can be here say everything is impermanent, but as soon as we get peace, everything is permanent. You want to get even. and you want to manipulate your breathing. Over here, you're not even here. Let it be, okay? Let go, let it be. But over here is, all this stuff is like an analogy, like a dream. Like you are in your dream. You know you're in your dream. It is a very different dimension, okay? And of course, if you get into this, for example, the natural world, you need to know what degree you get in. Because based on the degree, how deep you get into this natural world, you can manipulate your, I shouldn't use the word manipulate. You can transform, not manipulate, transform your body, your mind. Transform your body, your mind. Here, manipulate, like I want to think this way, this logic, that logic. Here is, you transform it, transform your body. So like Qigong, you transform your body, because when you're over here, you get into the natural resonance, you use awareness, non-manipulative, and then you transform, okay? Over here, you try to manipulate here, manipulate that. Over here is that it's okay if I'm miserable, because it is not me. They do not identify the viewer and the object it view. They do not identify it anymore. They know, okay, this is the view of this, and that's it. Those are different stuff, okay? Now for the Wing Chun friends, who always like to talk about internal this and that and that, it is mostly the speculation over here. They don't even know about this. And let me share with you, 峨眉十二庄, which is very deep internal art style, right? The 峨眉十二庄 practice is a fusion of the Buddhist and the Taoist practice, and it is only at the samadhi state, this natural world state. It's not even the Zen world state yet. That's how it is. Real Zen is here. So this is what I like to share with you today. Be careful what we are talking about. Know where we are. Okay? Until then, nothing much we can do. If you want to argue with me over here in the intelligent world on this mind power, chi power, you can argue for your entire life and to the next life and to the next life. As soon as you don't know the natural world, you don't know anyway. That's why you don't have this ability here. The same thing with the Zen world. That's why you need teacher. We cannot keep saying, oh, here, detach. What is detach? Until one go here, up here, the viewer and the object one view all are just elusive. You see? So it's automatically, by nature, it never attach. It always detach. It's just we grabs it. We grabs it, whatever is the stuff there we grasp become elusive, and then we start to think it's real, and so we dig a hole into it. That's why in the previously when I talk about the 1850s Wing Chun and so forth, I tell everybody, don't go for those fighting stuff. Why? You get trapped here. This is where your ego, I want to win, I want to defeat you, blah, 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 blah. But look, this body, this mind, you only have the right to use. You don't have the right to own. So why is that always have to win you, I'm number one? Even you yourself, you don't have the right to own. You only have the right to use. And after the times run out, everything gone. How many years can you live? Over here, you know you'll be able to transform, to help yourself, help others. Over here is a real liberations. So, I don't want you guys to stuck here. What to prove? The entire world is just a phenomenon. When the time when the time's up, is gone. Okay. Use your life at least to get here. Do something good for whatever here. And if it is possible, get here. Then you're free. But it is not that simple. Okay? You need to meet the right person to go here. And if you are a born billionaire, or you are the successful person, it's very rare that you can get here. Because you are stuck here. When you can manipulate the world, that's the time it traps you. One day, when the time is up, you do exactly the same thing, but the world is not listening to you anymore. Then you get into chaotic situations. That's where you fall into hell. No matter how you try, you cannot do anything. Here, the resonance is just like, I want to go into the stillness. I let the nature take care of the thing. So I'm not into here. Over here is that if I need to help you, I can be here or I can be here. And I don't need to be anywhere. That is the liberation, because what is me? Me is just a phenomenon. The speaker and the object, the audience I'm speaking with, is all impermanent. This needs cultivations. You want to go here, you need to have a very deep samadhi. Otherwise, you will not be able to see it. So it's like when you go from intelligent world to the natural world. Remember in the previous video, I'm talking about you want to handle your physical element, your mind, your breathing, your chi element, so that you can get in here. Same thing, okay? So hope that this solved your problem. I wish everybody some days can get here and liberate. This is samsara, suffering. Because we fight against ourselves, we fight with others, we compete, we do whatever we want. Whatever we want, we do here. There's a consequence. It's like throwing a ball. Whatever you throw out, you're going to come back at you. To the minimum, the habit. Like a successful CEO, if after a while he thinks he's God, he get this habit, that is going to nail him down. The same habit is going to nail him down to hell. Okay, pull him down. Because he will not be able to handle his habit. That is the scary part. Okay?